Hey, it's MAME-FAN. I'm doing a video showing how I do my video requests and how the whole process works. Right now I'm just showing my YouTube studio page so you can see videos. Like, see these ones that say private right here? These are ones I haven't uploaded. I mean, I've uploaded these, but they're not public yet. So now you see King and Balloon, Dig Dug 2, Crazy Climber, and there's another one down here. There you go, Mock Breakers. These are the next arcade videos that are coming. So a lot of times I'll have, some in the queue or in the can, as they say, ready to go. But what I try to do is I try to do like one video every other day is what I'm trying to do. Sometimes I do more than that. Sometimes I can do 2 days in a row with videos, or sometimes even 3 days in a row. Back a while ago, I used to do a video every single day. And that just got too crazy because I have a wife and a kid. And actually, I started doing editing, like some major editing to these videos. Like earlier on, I was just recording them and then immediately uploading them. But now there's more of a process involved. And later in this video, I'll show you a little bit about that. So what was I gonna show first? So all right, let's just go to Oriental Legend. This is the last one I uploaded. So in the description of every video, I say a little thing here, and then I say I take requests via video comments and put them in a Q doc here. So here's the link. So if you're watching any of my videos, you can get to the link to this Google Doc. And now I'll go to it. So this is it. So the top is the most recent request. I normally work from the bottom up. Green means recorded. Yellow means Patreon member or donator. So if you sub to my Patreon, and I have a link, or PayPal me, whatever, there's no amount that I'm asking for. If you do that, your requests get priority over everyone else and will be my next videos uploaded. So there's no requirement at all to do Patreon or PayPal, but it'll just jump the queue. So I'm in VR right now, so I'm doing all this with my Valve Index controller because my Valve Index is the best microphone I have. So look, I'll scroll down here. You can see Al Cook. He's highlighted yellow and his games are green. That's because I already recorded and uploaded them. And he's yellow because he did a PayPal donation, so he gets priority. So there's a bunch of people underneath him that requested a while back, and he gets priority because of his donations. So I haven't gotten to any of these people, because there's no highlight, no green highlight. Keep going down. All right, here's Christopher White. He's a Patreon guy, so I did 3 of his requests here. This Knights of Valor 3, it doesn't have English, and I think I had trouble finding good art for it, so that's why I haven't done it yet. Yeah, so a lot of these, it's not as simple as you request a game and then I just do it. I have to find the art, because a lot of times I don't have, maybe I don't have the marquee, or I don't have the bezel, or I don't have, good art for the fade screen, which is the loading screen between the hyperspin, the front end, and then, MAME. Or I could be missing all 3, and that could take me an hour just getting all that art straight. So there's that time involved also. So let's keep scrolling down. And there's tons of requests. And I have this zoomed in bigger than normal just for this video. Here's something I wanted to say. So some people request a bunch of videos at once. Not to single you out, CWH, but just, there are a lot of people that request a bunch at once. What I'm doing now is, let's say I look at this list of games and I'm like, all right, I want to play Bubble Memories. That's the one that I really am interested in this group, let's say. I'll play that, and then I'll move on. I'll move on up to these next people because, I don't think it's really fair for me to play all these requests, when these other people here are I'll just do one request per person, unless... Let's say I really wanted to also play Super Xevious Gamp No Nazo, whatever that is. I would also do that if it's something that really interested me. Otherwise, I'm going to move up the list. So let's keep going. All right, so I'm about here now. So you can see Crazy Climber, Dig Dug 2. See, I wanted to play Dig Dug 2, so I played this also. If I didn't, I would have just moved on up to here to Steven, the longest name guy. Steven, the VHS DVD Blu-ray Media Corner 2000. I would have done one of his requests here. See this Sega Sonic here? I did this one a long time ago because CWH requested it, and then I was like, oh shit, that reminded me that I really wanted to play Sega Sonic. Like for years I've wanted to do a playthrough of that, and I just never got to it. I forgot about it. So I finally worked my way up this list to this game that I did, I don't know, probably months ago. So let's scroll down. You can see games that I've done. Bikini Karate Babes. I tried this. I tried really hard, and I couldn't get it to work well enough. It's like, here's Saturday Night Slam Masters. Well, I did that, but I moved on because these other games, Ring of Destruction Slam Masters 2, I'm not really that interested in it. Let's see. Rivals. Okay, I could just use my analog stick to scroll. I don't need to go over here again. So Rival Schools, these other Project Justice, I don't even know that, so I just moved on. So like Dead Angle and see back around this time, I was like doing more of people's multiple requests, and then I decided that's about the point where I decided, all right, I'm not gonna do this. I'm just gonna move on. And like once I get higher up the list and get all the other people's requests done, then I'll come back down eventually. But I don't know how long that'll take. So see, like NBA Showtime runs too slowly. I couldn't get it to run fast enough for me to feel like I could do a video. Rambo Light Gun, that's a Techno Parrot game, and I don't have it. I don't even know how well it works. Here's another Techno Parrot game, Sega Reese TV, don't have it. Magic Johnson, I tried it, and there were sound issues, so I don't want to do a video of it. All right, here's someone that requested a bunch of games, and I did, most of them. But like games like Lupin the Third, I'm not going to do these anymore because I did a cliffhanger Lupin video, and then that got a copyright strike, and it's like off of YouTube now. So not going to do anything like that. Carnival, it runs slowly on my computer. So what I really need to build a new emulation PC is what I need to do. I just have been putting that off. Mad Dog McCree, I want to play that, but I had some bezel issues. I want to get the bezel working. And, so Outrun 2, don't have it. House of the Dead 4, that was a Techno Parrot full screen issue. So then there's some stuff down here, issues there. This wasn't really, I think he was just kind of like recommending these, so I didn't, take it as like something I needed to really do. So then I have some VR requests in here. So like I did Chex Quest, but I'm pretty bad. I kind of ignore people's VR requests, and then what I do instead is I play VR games that I really want to play. Like the last one was Medal of Honor. I did a full playthrough of that and uploaded it. But I need to get to Carnival games. I tried Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion, and the VR implementation for some reason is messed up now. I've done a bunch of Creed videos, and I just don't feel much like doing more of them. So, and here's just my blanket text that I respond to people with when they make a request. So here's my Patreon page. So, there's $3, $5, $8, whatever you want it. And, as it says, you're going to get priority over everyone. So like if you join for $3, I'm going to do your request. You're going to be the next person I'm going to do. Unless, let's say, hypothetically, some $8 Patreon person requested at the same time or shortly after you. Well, I'm gonna prefer his request first. I'm gonna fulfill his. And then right now I have one video that's not safe for work, not safe for YouTube. How do we show that? Published. Is that where it's gonna be? Yeah, it's this Dominatrix Simulator thing. So I did a video, Dominatrix Simulator and Holodecks VR gameplay. It's on my channel, but I had to censor it because if I didn't, YouTube might delete my channel or ban me or something. So it's uncensored here. So if you subscribed to my Patreon, is this gonna do it? Yeah, if you subscribe to my Patreon, you could see this uncensored and full length. So if you PayPal me, this is how you would PayPal me. There's a PayPal link in the description of every video. So you would just PayPal me on paypal.me, and this is only if you want to jump the line, if you don't want to wait, because it's going to take months for me to get to your request. It'll probably take multiple months. So, let's see. I wanted to say something else. Let's get out of this video. Playlists. I have a lot of playlists that I don't know if everybody knows about. So, like, see Taito Arcade, I have 551 videos now. These numbers are the number of videos. So I break it down by like the manufacturer. So you can see Taito, Namco. Then like when I do VR, there's 106 VR gameplay videos. And then sometimes, like, you know, if I did multiple of one game, I'll make, so like there's 6 videos of Medal of Honor. So look, I have Atari, Midway / Williams, Neo Geo, Sega, arcade aim track gun videos. There's 13 of those. I got to change the rows per page. I wish you could do way more rows. Capcom, PC games, Nintendo Arcade, IRAM Arcade, Data East Arcade. Then I have instructional videos where I tell it to do stuff like, let's click this. So I show how to do the hypermarquee in EDS, like, you know, how to make your LCD marquee work, HLSL and MAME. Then I did a video a long time ago of my arcade. Then I did this review of my Extreme Home Arcades Megacade, which is what I play all my arcade games on. Then I did arcade cabinet art tutorial. If you want to learn about like how to make marquees and rocket launcher bezels and fade screens, you can watch that video. So, let me close that. Konami Laserdisc. Yeah, there's the cliffhanger one. Let me just show you this. We'll go into cliffhanger. That's not what I want. I would have to type it in. So let me just type in cliff. And there it is. So, see, it says blocked. Copyright claim, all countries affected. And if you go to maybe monetization, yeah, ineligible. This video is found to contain copyrighted material. As a result, it has been blocked worldwide and not eligible for monetization. Speaking of monetization, I wanted to talk about that. So YouTube, I don't know, earlier this year instituted this thing where they just forced you to put, it automatically placed ads in your videos. So there would be just, it would be like ad on your timeline, your video, you'd be like ad. I mean, so many ads. And I was like, no fucking way. I'm not going to let them do that. So I had to go into YouTube Studio and manually set it like to disable that. So now I just have an ad at the very beginning and an ad at the very end. And some videos, sometimes, rarely, I'll put like maybe an ad in the middle. Depends how long the video is. If it's a really long video, then yeah, I might do that. But my arcade videos, I always just do an ad in the beginning and ad at the end. I don't want to break it up. But you'll notice a lot of people on YouTube have tons of ads. And that's why YouTube auto places ads. And I think it sucks. So, what's next? All right, now I'm going to show you what I do to make these videos. So, I record all my videos with my S20 Plus phone. I tried some cameras. Like I bought, you know, some pretty expensive this Panasonic camera, and then I bought some like Canon camera too. I tried them both, and I just decided that they didn't record any better than my phone does. So I returned them, and I'm just sticking with my phone. So this is the video editor that I use, Wondershare Filmora. I haven't tried other ones. I'm sure there are better ones out there. But for now, this is what I'm using. So right here is just the default template I use, which is my MAME-FAN intro in here with the music. And then the exit, like outro stuff is over here. So what I do, I'm going to switch to my keyboard. After I've recorded from my phone, I then connect my phone to my PC, you know, like my powerful VR PC via a USB-C cable and transfer it over. Then I do import video and I go into this from phone folder. Let's say we're going to do Crazy Climber. So there's Crazy Climber. So now I'm going to drag it here into my timeline. All right. Oh, wait, let me Control Z. See this right here? This is auto ripple. It's set to off right now. I need to have it on. What that's going to do is it's going to push out that outro stuff accordingly. So now that outro stuff is all the way at the end. If you don't have that on, it's not going to line everything up right. So audio, I usually go in and I increase this a little bit by 3 decibels. Then what I do is I'll take a screenshot. Like, let's say that looks fine. I'll take a screenshot. So in this program, it's Control-Alt-S, and it showed up here. So now what I'm going to do is I use Photopea. This is a free online photo editor that's like Photoshop. Then I do open, and I find pictures, and there's the snapshot. Okay. So then, where is my cursor? Okay, so I guess because I'm in VR, it's acting weird. But anyway, I would be able to see it better. So what I do is I crop it to just show this. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And what I do from here, I'm not going to do it all. I rotate this to line it up so it's like perfectly horizontal. Because right now I don't know if you can tell, but it's a little bit angled, a little bit like counterclockwise. So I rotate it just a little bit to make it level. And then what I do is I eliminate all the black stuff on the sides. So it's just the marquee. If you look at the snapshot, let me open that snapshot. You can see, this is what it looks like, just raw from the camera. There's that angle, and I want to maintain that. So this is why I use the actual screenshot of my actual recording, because I want it to like look the same when I do the video edit. So let's say I've already done what I just said, and I have that here. All right, so that's it. So what I do is I find, so this right here in the video is where I'm talking about the game, and I'm still in hyperspin, and then I get to a point where I get to the fade screen. That's the fade screen where I show like cabinets and flyers and stuff. So let's find where it transitions. It transitions about there. So then this is where I will insert this. Now I'm going to turn off that auto ripple thing. All right, so now let's say the duration, I want this to last, I don't know how long this video is, but let's just say 40 minutes, and then see that I just automatically extended it. So now I'm going to take this up here, and what I do is I make this smaller. I try to make it like about the same size as that one, just for now. So then what I do, I just go ahead in the timeline, and I see some gameplay going on. So now what I do is I double click, the video. Now I'm editing this. So we're going to go to video here, transform. See the scale? I put usually about 132%. So what I'm doing is I'm making this bigger by 32%. So see that? So the whole reason I'm doing this is to eliminate this black area here, because I've had people complain that they want to see more of the game, and this right here is just wasted screen space. So that's the whole point of this. So now, after I adjust this enough, I'll rotate this to get the angle just right, and then like sometimes I'll rotate this marquee too, because I have to line them up just right. And so I'll stretch this. I'll stretch this to line it up, and stretch over here to line it up. Something like this. And then I look up here, and I'm like, all right, are these about even? Yeah, they're about even. And then let's just say I've already lined it all up. Now I'll go to color, and it's like, all right, it looks kind of dark. So that's another thing. When I film these in my room, it's much brighter, but I have to make the ISO and the color temperature, I make them like darker, because it ends up making it look better. I need to get some lighting or something to like make up for that, because of how dark it is over here. I don't know. So anyway, what I do is I take the brightness and I ramp it up. See that? And it's only affecting the game, not the marquee. Oh yes, another thing is, if you saw that snapshot, the marquee is almost always a lot brighter than the TV screen. It's something I've struggled with for a while. So this marquee is really bright, and so I have to go into NVIDIA control panel and lower the brightness to try to get it closer to the brightness of the TV. I have a remote for it, but I can't get the remote to ever work to get into the menus of the marquee, the LCD marquee. So yeah, NVIDIA control panel works. I lower the gamma, and even when I do that, sometimes the marquee is still brighter than the TV monitor. So that's why I go into Filmora and adjust the brightness, wherever I think it looks best with this slider. So then they'll match better and it'll look better because, the brightness right here, I can't really brighten it too much. Okay, see, if I brighten this, watch what happens. Like the marquee will get like more washed out, and I don't want it to be like get washed out looking. I want it to look, nice. Whereas, like here it looks darker and it looks better. Like there's more contrast. And so I'm just trying to keep them both looking as good as I can. And so that's how I do that. And then you can see that the marquee extends way past the end of the video. So I just come here and do Control B, and that does a cut there. And now I press delete, and now that part's gone. So that's basically how I do these videos. And because of all the editing process, that I have to do, these videos take longer than they used to. Like I said, I used to just record them and then just upload them straight from my phone and not do any edits. But now because of this, where I'm trying to make them look better, that's why I do a video every other day instead of some crazy everyday thing that I was doing for a while. So yeah, Crazy Climber will be uploaded pretty soon. My video doesn't have much compression, but when I watched it on YouTube, like some of these videos have a bunch of compression artifacts and stuff because YouTube compresses the video. I don't know if, like I said, if adding light here would make that better, like less compression, because like lowly lit scenes or dark scenes, I think tend to get more compression artifacts. So that's something I want to look into. Maybe I'll look into getting some lights that like match the color of whatever's displayed at the time. Like that would be pretty cool. I don't know. Oh, and there's also export time. So you gotta, when you're done with your video, you export it. And the settings I put to 60 frames per second, bitrate 10,000 kilobytes per second, and all this. Leave it like that. And so I got a 3080, a GTX 3080 video card, and that dramatically reduced my render time. It might have made it like 4 times faster than my 1080 Ti, so that was awesome. So I get these things done much faster now. So that's very helpful. So I export it, and then I upload it to YouTube. So I just go to YouTube Studio, and I go to Create, and let's just pretend we're doing something. So let's go to videos and just say we're uploading this Medal of Honor. Sure. I'll just show you how this. So I have this default here because this is what I usually. Most of my videos have text like this in it. So like if all I did was if I didn't do a full playthrough, I'll delete the playthrough text. But that was Medal of Honor. That was a VR game. But let's pretend this is an arcade game. So I'll just do that, and then I'll type in the name of the game here. Then I got to go down to thumbnail. Oh yeah, that's another step. I got to find a good thumbnail. That takes a lot of time. So I'm scrolling through this game and I can go frame by frame. You can just press right and left on Filmora to find a good frame. So okay, so you're scrolling through. Oh, there's a gorilla. Maybe that'll be a good time. So like I would probably like, all right, he's punching there. So like, all right, maybe I'll use that as a frame. So then I do a screenshot. Control Alt S. Just made a snapshot right here. So now I would go here. Oh, and there's probably let's see if there's a problem with this. Because YouTube only allows 2 megabyte. Let's see. File is bigger than 2 megabytes. So that sucks. So what I have to do then is file open. Here it is. I open it, in Photopia, and then I export as a JPEG because it was saved as a PNG, which usually takes more space. So I'll save as a JPEG, and I don't know why it's going to downloads. Go to pictures and save. Now when we go back to YouTube Studio, see there's the JPEG and there's the PNG. So let's see, will it show me? The PNG is 2.04 megabytes and the JPEG is 283 kilobytes. That's a big difference. So open, it'll accept that. Playlist. Here's where I choose. So like, let's say we're doing Crazy Climber. I'll do arcade gameplay and then I'll say Taito. I'm playing the Nichibutsu one, not the Taito one, but because it's this, I think it's the same game, and this has Taito marquee and bezel art. I'll just click Taito. This is where I choose. You know, it could apply to a lot of things. Like it could be VR gameplay and Medal of Honor game. You know, it could be maybe it could be a Capcom game and a Sega game if it's using like Sega Naomi hardware or something. Something like that. Let's just say done. Then at the very bottom, I'll add in some tags so that to help with search. So like I have these default because I always try to do long plays or playthroughs, but this is not a long play. Let's say Crazy Climber is not a long play or a playthrough. So then I'll just type in Crazy Climber, and then I'll do Nichibutsu, and then I'll do Taito, you know, stuff like that. Whatever I think somebody might search for to find the video, and then you hit next, and then monetization on. And I have it set to display ads, sponsored cards, and non-skippable video ads. I don't know, like, if all my ads are non-skippable, if some are skippable. I don't know how it works. See how it won't let me choose after video, but it's actually already selected for some reason. Sometimes I have to pick this once the video's already been uploaded. So I'll hit next. Here's something they added this year that's annoying. You have to tell them if it's has inappropriate language. I mean, my videos always have some inappropriate language, but it says light profanity. So strong profanity, like the F word after the opening. So like I say the F word, but I don't do it in the opening. I do it like while I'm playing. So that's fine. They only have an issue with strong profanity in the title, thumbnail, or opening of the video. Which I never do anything like that. But let me show you some of the crazy stuff they have here. Extreme profanity using the title, thumbnail, or at any point throughout the video. For example, the C word, the N word, the F word, or other hateful slurs. Like you can choose this and they'll still let you. Let me see, it says, okay, limited ads. But I'm surprised they even allow it at all. I'll hit next and then you can I always default to private because then I make it public later. So hit save, and then yeah, it's actually uploading my C word, F word, N word video. So now I'm just gonna do now it's under here. I'm gonna do delete forever. Yeah, I understand. All right. Yeah, and it already had uploaded because it was at processing. So what it does is it uploads first, and once it gets to 100%, it starts processing. And see, it says SD. It starts, all videos that get uploaded start at standard def, and then it can take a while to get to HD. It depends on the length of the video. It could take only a few minutes. It could take an hour sometimes. It could it varies. So I think I've covered everything I wanted to talk about. Where are we in the queue now? Sorry, I tend to ignore these VR people. I need to put my VR requests in the same table. Oh, and the reason I have this table formatted this way is because it looks better on mobile. Like that's why I don't have all this space here used up, because on my cell phone it lines up nicely this way. So right now we're at Steven's requests. And I don't know which one I'm going to pick here. Maybe Mario 3. I don't know. Then we'll just keep moving up the list. And if you make a request now, you can see it's going to be quite a while before I get to your requests. I mean, there's over 100 requests. I don't know how many are here, but definitely over 100. So you can do Patreon or PayPal, and then I'll get to it much faster, like basically immediately. So I think that about covers it. Thanks for watching.